Episode 6: Technology and Digital Learning in Secondary Education. In today's world, technology isn't just a tool, it is a necessity. From classroom to living rooms, screen lights up with information lessons and ideas connecting students to knowledge far beyond what textbooks alone can offer. Across Nigeria, the shift towards digital learning is opening doors, making education more interactive, accessible, and relevant to a rapidly evolving world. In this episode, we explore the transformative role of digital tools in Nigerian secondary schools, from online resource and virtual classrooms to the influence of social media. As Nigeria's digital landscape evolves, technology is reaching deep into every aspect of life, including education. Beyond formal programs like UBEX Smart School, everyday tech from online learning platform to social media has begun reshaping how students and teachers approach learning, creating opportunities and challenges that are transforming Nigeria's secondary education in unexpected ways. A major catalyst for this shift came in 2020 when COVID-19 dramatically alter the education landscape. In Nigeria, schools face sudden closures, leaving students and teachers to navigate an unfamiliar digital environment overnight. For the first time, platforms like Zoom, Google Classroom, and WhatsApp became virtual classrooms, bridging the physical distance between teachers and students. Lessons were live streamed, assessments were submitted online, and students found themselves studying through screens, sometimes sharing a single device among siblings. Teachers, some of whom had never used a computer in their classroom before, had to quickly master online tools, finding ways to keep students engaged in a remote environment. This sudden pivot highlighted the gaps and possibilities in Nigeria's educational system. In urban cities like Lagos and Abuja, where internet access is more common, students were able to adjust relatively quickly. But in rural areas, the shift underscored deep inequality, while some students were able to continue their studies online. Others were left behind, unable to participate due to a lack of internet access or digital device. Despite these hurdles, the experience opened up a new realm of possibilities for Nigerian secondary education. It showed that learning could extend beyond the four walls of a classroom, reaching students in their homes and communities. The pandemic in its way set the stage for a more connected approach to education in Nigeria, one that could eventually offer students unprecedented access to resource, expertise, and learning experiences beyond what a traditional classroom could provide. One of the most significant benefits of online learning is access to device learning resource. Previously, students in under-resourced schools may have been limited to outdated textbooks and overcrowded classrooms with little access to quality supplementary materials. Today, with access to online courses, tutorials, and educational videos, Nigerian students are expanding their horizon. Websites like Khan Academy, for example, offered free tutorials in subjects ranging from mathematics to art history, helping students who need extra support or eager to deepen their understanding. Similarly, online learning platforms like Coursera, edX, and Allison provide free courses from leading universities, allowing students to take classes that once would have been out of reach for many Nigerian students. This has translated into higher engagement and better comprehension, as they can now visualize concepts and engage with interactive elements that make learning far more compelling. Collaboration is another area where online learning has brought significant benefits through virtual study groups, discussion forums, online collaborations. Students can connect not only with their classmates but with peers around the world. This exposure to different perspectives broadens their understanding, making them more globally aware, and empathetic to diverse viewpoints. Teacher-student interaction has also been enhanced through online learning tools. Teachers can now track each student's progress more precisely using data from online platforms to identify who might be struggling and where. Tools like Google Classrooms and Moodle allows teachers to personalize learning, assign tailored resource, and provide one-on-one support when needed. This personalized approach makes it easier to meet each student's need, improving overall academic performance and boosting students' confidence. Perhaps one of the most promising impacts of online learning is the potential to bridge the urban-rural education divide. In areas where infrastructure is lacking, online learning offers a glimpse into education possibilities that students may not otherwise encounter.
Join us as we examine issues of corruption affecting the standard of education in public schools in the Federal Capital Territory, Nigeria, at all levels of education, and the impact on the girl and boy child, people living with disabilities, women, and youth in general. Join Leaves on Worms on AD4 TV radio, where government strategies on these critical areas and their impact on the lives of residents of the territory are x-rayed. Stay tuned on our channels weekly for this revealing program, jointly produced by AD4 TV Radio and Wole Soyinka Center for Investigative Journalism and supported by MacArthur Foundation.
While internet access and technology remains challenges in some areas, innovative solutions are emerging. In regions where reliable internet is scarce, offline education apps and preloaded tablets are being introduced, allowing students to access a digital curriculum without needing constant connectivity. Following the pandemic-driven shift towards online learning, a number of dedicated digital learning programs have emerged in Nigeria to help bridge educational gaps and provide students with a more comprehensive, adaptable learning experience. One such program is the Nigerian Learning Passport, NLP, launched in collaboration with UNICEF. This platform offers online, mobile, and offline learning options, making it accessible even in the area with limited internet connectivity. NLP was designed with inclusive in mind, aiming to reach millions of Nigerian students by providing a steady educational experience that can withstand disruption from crisis to natural disaster. Similarly, the Digital Skills Nigerian initiative launched by Microsoft addresses the growing demand for tech skills in the workforce, recognize that a well-rounded education includes digital literacy. This program provides young Nigerians with essential skills in areas like web development, science, and digital marketing. For young students, the U-Lesson platform has become a valuable resource, offering interactive lessons and tutorials across core subjects. Founded by Nigerian tech entrepreneur Sim Shagaya, U-Lesson caters to students from primary through secondary school, making it one of the most comprehensive localized e-lesson platform available. Lastly, the DL for All, Digital Literacy for All initiative aims to raise the level of digital literacy in Nigeria. This program focuses on foundational skills like data literacy, digital content creation, and communication. By reaching students in under-resourced schools, DL for All is helping create a digital literate generation who can navigate and leverage the tools of the 21st century with confidence. However, as online learning grows, so too does the influence of another powerful digital force, social media. Social media has woven itself into nearly every aspect of modern life, and education is no exception. For Nigerian secondary school students, platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok are no longer just space for socializing. They have become vibrant hubs for learning, sharing ideas, and accessing information. While teachers once stood as gatekeepers of knowledge, today's students are equally likely to encounter new ideas, tutorials, and discussions on their screen as they are in their classrooms. The evaluation has brought undeniable benefits as well as risks, reshaping how students learn and engage with the world. One remarkable benefit of social media is the access it provides to a wealth of information and diverse perspective. Students in Nigeria cities and villages alike can follow scientists, entrepreneurs, artists, and thinkers from across the globe, broadening their horizon in ways that previous generations could only imagine. Through YouTube, for example, students can watch maths tutorial, follow science experiments, or learn coding basics, all from their phones or computer. Accounts dedicated to learning like StudyTube or YouTube or educational Instagram page turn social media into an accessible, personalized learning platform. In this sense, social media has democratized education, allowing students who may lack resource in traditional setting to ensure new subjects connect with like-minded individuals and receive help with their studies. Also, social media has given rise to a generation of digital savvy students in the workforce of tomorrow. Digital skills will be essential, and through social media, students are developing competencies in communication, networking, and information retrievals. Managing a social media presence, whether for fun or study purpose, often involves learning how to research topics, present ideas, and engage audience, all skills that translate well to the professional world. In this sense, social media is indirectly preparing students for future career, giving them a practical understanding of the digital skills needed in modern workplace. But social media integration into education is not without its risk. Perhaps the most concern is the spread of misinformation on platforms where anyone can publish content. Students can be easily exposed to false or misleading information. A secondary school student researching health topic, for instance, might come across dubious claims about miracles, cure, or secret scientific discoveries that lack credibility. With the volume of information available, distinguishing facts from fictions is challenging, especially for young minds still developing critical thinking skills. Without proper guidance, students can be led astray by persuasive but inaccurate content affecting their understanding of important topics. Then there is the issue of distraction. While social media can be a powerful tool for learning, it's equally capable of pulling students away from their studies. Hours can easily slip by as students scroll through Instagram or watch TikTok videos, time that could have been devoted to schoolwork or constructive activities. For secondary school students, this is particularly concerning as these years often set the stage for future academic and career paths. The addictive pull of social media can foster habits of procrastination, making it harder for students to focus on their education. Social media also brings with it the risk of cyberbullying, a form of harassment that has become all too common in the digital age. For secondary school students who are navigating a time of significant social and emotional growth, negative interaction online can have severe consequences. Hurtful comments, exclusion from groups, or outright bullying can lead to anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem, all of which can impact a student's mental health and academic performance. In some instances, cyberbullying has even driven students to withdraw from school or isolate themselves from friends and activities, creating a toxic environment that distracts from the educational potentials of social media. As we witness technology reshaping Nigeria education, it is clear that preparing students for the future goes beyond screens and online platforms. It requires a network of support, parents, communities, NGOs, and private organizations, all working to ensure that students don't just learn but strive. From scholarship programs to community-led infrastructure projects, these stakeholders played a crucial role in bridging gaps and creating more equitable quality education across Nigeria. In the next episode, we'll dive into this network of support, exploring how communities' involvement, private partnership, and NGOs are transforming the educational landscape for initiative at a time.